Hey everybody, how
Hey,
you
everybody.
doing? It's a new moon, and I am here with Ginger Faye. Thank you
Hey,
for joining me. Kind
everyone.
of last minute,
I love it. I love it.
and you just
Oh,
dropped, so people should be coming in soon.
oh, like I dropped again. My
She dropped. Oh, I mean, no,
internet,
your thing dropped, your
my dang
notification.
internet.
She was like, boom, she dropped in.
I've been having
So,
horrible internet issues, so hopefully this will be
and
good
the
tonight.
weather, a lot of major snowstorms coming
We're
through.
gonna have
So,
we just finished a major storm. They called school on Tuesday, and so I got
she
an
had a
extra.
snow day.
Um, it was rain. It was windy and rain, and it was
Yeah.
unsafe for the buses, I guess. And then tomorrow night is supposed to be another storm coming in.
Hi, Joyful. Good to see you.
Hey, joyful journey,
And Ocean GD is here, which is Brendan,
Brendan.
Ginger's
Bren,
son. Hello. Did I say it wrong?
Brendan.
Brendan. Did I say
Brendan.
Brandon? Oh, it's Brent. Sorry.
You didn't say Brandon this time. Brendan.
I promise I will get it right.
Let me tell you the weirdest thing, not the weirdest thing, but in school, of course, I see a plethora of students who have a plethora of different ways of pronouncing their names, and some of them get
Uh
so
huh.
offended. And it's like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, I'm going by the way it's spelled, how it would normally be pronunciated. Hey,
Hi,
Jay, how
JR. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of how do I? And this is not derogatory, but in a lot of major cities, there are very different. How do I say it? There's I just kind of call them like urban names. People are getting very creative. They'll instead of using a typical name, they will use names, and some people aren't quite sure. Well, how do you pronounce that? I don't know
mm-hmm.
that name, but
Yeah.
just be polite and ask.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
I'm sorry, how do you? Yeah.
So okay, joyful, gotcha. And how
Allison.
Ginger and I are going
So,
to
I
work
mean,
this
Michelle's
tonight.
here.
Michelle, my belle. Hello, my dear. Oh, I got to see a picture of her Rosie. Oh my God, her little doggy Rosie is so cute with the
Aw.
little bow in her hair. Michelle, that was
Aw.
adorbs.
Oh, I should put
Um,
a bow in my hair tonight.
so what I would like to start doing is that I'll be doing pulling names random, just so that we make sure that people who typically don't get a regular reading from Ginger or I get a chance to have one. So depending on how many people would like a reading, we'll go ahead and I'll star everybody, and then we'll look at the list and pick people at random, especially if they haven't really had a reading from us in a while. So, um, and okay, and Teresa, there you go. Teresa's one that hasn't had one in a while. It's good to see you. And Teresa, was so funny. I was telling Ginger when you popped in and said hi, and I typed back, hi, Teresa. The same time, right after I sent that to you, my sister, Teresa, who spells your name the same way as you, dropped a message and sent me a message through Messenger. It was so cute. So, and hello, Jen. Good to see you. People
Jennifer,
coming in from um, Ginger's
Australia.
channel. In Australia. Okay,
Yeah,
that's right.
actually, she's on my my phone. It's 11:05 a.m. there.
Ooh, well, good morning. Oh, we're getting a person from the future.
I
Ooh, the future's
know.
reaching out to us. Very
So she's
cool.
going through her spring. How's the weather, Jen?
Yeah.
So,
I have to say, where we're at here, we're not getting hit with as much as everybody. We're in this like weird pocket where
oh,
the weather goes over this way, it comes across, but then kind of dips this way, and we get like little
oh,
tail ends of stuff. And it's been very bizarre weather change in the patterns the last couple of years.
I'm kind of in a spot where things go up and around a lot, and then waves back up to the
Hmm.
north. Mm.
Yep, definitely there's change. So, new moon in Capricorn, and I've just got my little deets here from my one of my favorite websites I love to go to is called Cafe Astrology, and I like how they kind of put everything nice and compact. And it's new moon in Capricorn, and it went into new moon at 6:58 this morning. And so the new moon in Capricorn marks the beginning of a new cycle. The Sagittarius new moon ends and the Capricorn begins. So this lunation symbolizes a new beginning in
She
the
said
cardinal
lunation.
lunation. What is that one of your ASMR words?
I don't know.
Lunation.
It's just facing you. Ooh,
So
lunation.
this lunation symbolizes a new beginning in the cardinal sign, earth sign of Capricorn. So it's a time during which we can focus on some of the constructive traits of Capricorn, which is resourcefulness, discipline, wise, ambitious, prudent, constant, and to consider how to positively incorporate these qualities into our lives. We can focus on practical and attainable long-term goals. This is where I got the question for tonight. If anybody would like a reading, that will be our themed card pulls for tonight. And let's see, anything else? Developing maturity and common sense, preparing for the future, and making commitments, recognizing responsibility, da 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 da. So basically, Capricorn is very potent Capricorn energy to change to have the yeah. Can you tell it's 8 o'clock at night? And I'm
I know, what were we
and I'm at
thinking?
work today. So yeah, this is really some serious energy to really make solid plans, start preparing for changes, long-term goals that we want to make ahead for the month and for the year with this new year.
Okay.
So I hope everyone's been having a great new year. They talks about, trying to set ourselves from worry and chaos for a bit, setting goals for ourselves, and really focusing on what matters to us. Like, okay, let's take this new energy, especially with the new year, and what do we want to? I know manifest is kind of like a really, to me, it's a little overused, but really what we want to bring into existence, what we want to create, manifest in the new year for ourselves, things that we might have put on the shelf because maybe we didn't think we had enough time, or we would be good
Mhm.
enough, or we felt like selfish for wanting to take the time from others to be able to do something new or to explore something new. Now is the great time to do
And
that.
we always put our own stuff on the back burner.
Yes, we do,
So,
especially with big families. And I know we got some new people came in. Hello, Hershey, my
hey,
dear.
Hershey.
Let's see, what did I know? Jennifer just said we had a fabulous summer. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's nice. And a new
Love,
name. And
love
oh, this is a new name to
thunderstorms.
me. And
Angelia. Yes. Hello, Angelia.
hello, Angelia. Angelia Paws Little Froggy. That's a cute name.
Isn't that
You
fun?
got to have fun. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Courtney is here. Hello,
Hey,
Courtney.
Courtney.
And sometimes this chat jumps people, so I apologize if I'm a little slow. All righty. Anything you got coming up on your channel before we get some more? I'm going to have see you start a few more questions. So in the meantime,
Yeah.
anything
Anybody
you want to
wants a
share?
question? Say me.
Yep.
Let's see. I do have some things come up.
Well, Brendan, we are doing the Capricorn question. I'll add you to the
Yeah.
list. What long-term attainable goals can we focus on?
You know what I
This month and
realized
moving
one
forward.
day?
Yeah.
When we put our banners up, sometimes, on the phone, it's hard to see them, So some
That's why I
people
try to make sure that I put
forget
it
to
in
read
big
them. They
caps.
forget to read. Yeah. So let's see. What is today?
Today
Okay.
is the 11th. It's
So
111.
I know. So next week.
Maybe if I take the ticker off.
Oh,
No.
today's
I
the
got
okay.
I gotta leave that on
So
there.
so next week on the 16th. Now I'm trying to decide whether to take it live or not. I'm going to be doing a smoking billet reading for Michelle from Astrological Tarot. And
what kind of reading?
smoking billet reading. Have I not done one for you?
Smoking billet.
Billet reading. Yeah.
Oh,
You
bullet.
yeah, so what the idea is
Ooh.
to you have a
Explain.
candle lit
Okay. I
and
have one of
you take
those.
special paper, not all paper works. And you I love it.
How cute.
And you swirl the paper around the top of the flame. And the smoke gets captured under the paper, and then you're able to intuit readings out of the images.
That is
Um,
fabulous. How intriguing.
here's mine I did several years ago. Oh, I don't know if I can see that. Okay, so this actually came out of the smoking billet.
I see
Um,
something right away.
can you put me large? Maybe I can see
Yes.
it better.
I'm working on getting you here. Hold on a
Larger,
second.
larger.
Uh,
Okay,
there you go.
yeah, yeah. So focus. Oh my God, it won't focus. Never focus when I want to. Anyways, this was all smoke, and if it would focus, you would see that there's a deer here. Here,
Oh, there's here. Let me see if I can make you even bigger. How's that?
you can make me bigger,
Yeah, I
bigger.
gave you the whole screen.
Oh, okay. So there's a deer here.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so deer is all about gentleness and family, and we've got a butterfly here, so transformation. We have a woman who is cloaked,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
she's
see the
like
woman.
praying. She's praying.
Who's purring?
Um, there's just so many images that can come out of a smoke,
That is so cool.
and you can actually do a reading.
Now, when I saw the feminine figure, but what you saw as the butterfly, it to me it was like a bird, a messenger, like an owl coming down.
Right.
And then for
Mhm.
me, I saw almost like the shape of a heart. So for
Mhm,
me, it
mhm.
was like
Yeah,
wisdom. Listen to
so
your
many
heart.
things.
Listen to the
All right, now that
wisdom of
you've
your
biggened
heart.
me up, ew,
Oh,
unbiggin. Ew,
well, you wanted to be biggened, and so
just
I
kidding.
biggened you.
So she
Hi,
was,
Rosanna.
hey Rossi, she was toying with the shall we go live when I do her reading or not. And
Oh, I think that
then
would be so cool. You should. I
yeah,
think.
I've done live readings doing them, and it's very fascinating. Um, then on the 21st, Sunday, Jean and I will be doing part 2 of the Mysteries of the Dragon.
Ooh.
Um, and that's January. I want to try to do some readings
Now you
and
and Jean have a great vibe.
oh, thank you. I love
Yes, you
reading
guys
with
have.
Jean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you both see your fun. You have fun, and you bounce off each other. Yeah, it's a nice pairing.
It, it's fascinating because she's doing it all without tools other than her guides, and my cards are just mimicking her readings, and I
Well,
enjoy
you
reading with
connect with your guides
her.
too. When you do your
Well, yeah.
readings, you sit there. So yeah.
Truth be told, I've always kind of been not questioning my gifts, but been a little apprehensive in using them.
Mhm.
Am I good enough or anything like that?
Oh, girl, I've been
And
there. I'm still am.
as working with Jean, I realized that um, I've always realized I can channel through the cards,
Hmm.
but when we both are getting the same messages, that it helped me have more confidence that like, oh my
Validation.
God,
Hmm.
well, it was almost like those who don't need tools are better than me. And then I realized
Yeah.
it didn't matter if we're both connecting and both channeling, whether I use images or not. So
I
it gave
experienced
me
the same.
more confidence of I'm it's okay that I use a tool. It's okay.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so now I don't put myself down going, well, she's better because she doesn't need the tarot,
Yeah.
So
No, we're all different.
it's good validating.
And a
Um,
nice pairing too was Michelle was a guest on Marina's channel, Heart Heart Center Tarot,
okay.
and I caught the last two readings because I had an appointment at 3 o'clock on telehealth, so I couldn't be there to
Uh-huh.
watch the whole show. But the last two readings that I saw, they were bouncing back and forth off with the same cards, same messages, and so that was a nice pairing too.
That's fun.
Michelle and Marina. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice when you
You
find
read
those
with
people that are
her.
just like really good with your energy and it seems effortless. you know,
Yeah, and the
to
more
read
you
with.
and I are working together, the more
Hmm.
it's
Hi,
flowing.
Sylvia.
Hey, Sylvia.
Yes.
So it's
Me and
awesome.
Allison, I've noticed that my readings have improved reading with Allison, because when you're talking about reading with somebody who doesn't need cards and you kind of feel insignificant, for me, or not insignificant, no, like
I know what
your
you mean.
abilities aren't, you know. With me, when I read with Allison, I tend to usually stick to oracle cards, because Allison has such an amazing grasp, a really good grasp on tarot, and she can, you know, whatever she lays down, they just really speak to her. She really connects with them.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I'm kind of like, I'm more, you know, I tend to feel more confident and comfortable with the oracle. So when I read with Allison, I've been able to learn and pick up things from her, like I'm able to pick up things with you with tarot. And now
Hmm.
I'm feeling more comfortable where I will keep a tarot deck now with me when especially like when I read with her, because
Hmm.
I know
Hmm.
that like the last time it was nice because I was pairing a tarot with an oracle,
Yeah.
and her and I were getting similar. And so it's just all finding the right people. We learn from each other.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, sometimes we continue
Hey,
to read
Beth.
with those people, and hi, Beth. And
Yep.
then other times we're just like, okay, a couple times, you know, we had our fun, we learned what we could, and then you move on. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Well,
nice.
that's
We all
why I
share
like
our gifts.
pairing. I love pairing the tarot and oracle together.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I usually do two tarot and one oracle, but sometimes I switch it up and do two oracle and one tarot. Um, it's just,
Definitely.
I used to not do so much oracle. And last year, I did not like any tarot decks that were coming out. I switched
Yeah.
up. Well, I didn't switch up. I decided on how to curb my buying was to stick to an aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
And I like earthy decks, of course, Fey energy,
Yep.
and and Gothic style decks,
Mm-hmm.
and there was no tarot coming out that I was interested in, and I started seeing more and more, me artists like the artwork,
Yeah. Me too.
oracles. They're just beautiful, beautiful
Mm-hmm.
images are coming out, and I'm like,
Think.
I found
Mm-hmm.
myself buying more. I think I bought half and half, really,
For
but
me, it's Etsy. That's scary, but I can't really buy a lot on Etsy because all the decks I like, they're all like $68,
indies, yeah,
$70 or more, and I'm like,
yeah,
the most I paid recently for a tarot deck was the Marchetti, the muted.
yeah,
I had to
and you
have that
don't
deck after I
regret
saw
it,
you use
right?
it.
You
Mm-hmm.
don't regret that.
Yep.
Yeah, Beth. I never used to really read with Oracle until this
Mm-hmm.
last year, and I'm just loving the poetry and the stories that they're putting with the cards now, when it
Mm-hmm.
used to be just one word, and sure, you can intuit it, but I love the stories that match the artwork, and so
And there's
that's when I
some
started
tarots
like,
that could be read as both oracle and tarot,
I do,
because
yeah,
they change the
yeah.
images up, and it's not quite traditional. So it gives you a little bit more leeway to play with a certain
Yeah.
deck, like my Tarot
And
de
more,
Louis, you know,
yeah, more and more I've
oracle,
started
tarot.
reading tarot more intuitively instead of, it's because of the artwork.
Hmm.
They're not all Rider Waite. They've got a hint of Rider Waite, so you kind of know what it means. But yeah, rock
Have you,
pool, earth and
Oracle
bone
Earth?
oracle. No, I
I'll
just
have to
saw
look at that
somebody
too.
doing a walkthrough, and I didn't get to
Hey,
see the
Serena.
walkthrough. Hello, hello,
Yeah,
everyone who's coming
thank
in.
goodness for walkthroughs and flip throughs. Sometimes they get a
Yes,
little boring, but at least now I know better
they're a
before I
blessing
buy
and a
a deck. Before I go ahead and spend the money. Oh, excuse me, spend the money on them.
yeah, yeah.
I am waiting patiently for April. Jenna Della Guartalia, who did most of the work for Colette Bear and Reed, she's been doing decks with another author and then some on her
Yeah,
own. And
yeah.
she's got another one coming out in April that looks really nice that I'm waiting to get my hands on. So,
You remember the name of it?
not offhand, but it's on Amazon. So if you type in Jenna
Okay.
Della Guartalia,
Yeah.
it'll bring up her decks that are available and the one that's coming up. So, and I do have some people ask me, you don't have an Amazon wish list, and I do. I just don't know how to post the link into the into the chat,
I
or even how
forgot
to
how
find the
I
link
did
on
it.
Amazon. So, but I am
Speaking
on
of
there.
decks, what are you using tonight?
Well, thanks for asking. I will be using my new Mystical Moon Tarot. I love this. It's mostly like a
Ooh,
pip deck. So
okay.
I was pairing that with this the other night, my Witch Oracle, Woman in Total
Ooh.
Control of
Oh
Herself.
yes, I was watching you on that one. I love that deck.
And I do love, like I said, some tarot cards can be oracle, and I love to collect and read the good oracle. I mean, the
Always.
good tarot.
That's always.
So,
I call that one that's my first tarot oracle.
yep. My De Louis I've been using for my true crime, along with. Did I tell you I got the haunted house, the tarot of the haunted house?
No.
Yes, Aphrodite, who does the true crime and pop culture readings and stuff. He
Oh,
uses these for them, and I got inspired, and I got the
okay.
deck, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this really does work for the investigative stuff." The only thing
Yeah.
is they have a
Okay.
little bit of a smell to them, so they're
Yeah.
kind
I
of
love
silly.
Sasha Graham. She was on one of my first Terranormals. She went to Italy and
She joined you?
yes, she's I'd like to say she's a friend of mine.
Oh
Um
my god, that's
she
awesome.
when I started Terranormal, um other than Julie and Peter, because I know them very well, so they have a haunted house, but well, a house with activity. But
Mhm.
I emailed Sasha and I said, "You're the first person I thought of the Terranormal, because we both love tarot, we both love paranormal and stuff like that." And she says, "Absolutely."
Maybe I
And
can reach out and invite her. I love
she
that she's a writer and she wrote this whole deck. It's so cool.
she's a wonderful storyteller. Yeah.
That is
But
awesome. And I want to get
anyways,
back with the para oracles too. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube past couple months and jotting down ideas to invite Ginger on, to
bye,
invite
Jen.
Hershey on. Wait, who's here?
Jen
Oops.
has to go.
Okay, bye, Jen. Oh,
Have a
so
good
nice to
rest
see
of
you.
your
Thank you for
day.
popping
Hey,
in.
Diane.
Okay, so this is Diane. Hello,
This
Wood
is
Thrush.
Diane. Yeah,
Nice to
she's a
meet you.
beautiful soul. Diane is.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
joining us. And Beth says, I love Tarot of the Witch's Garden.
Yeah, I just got that one. Well, no, I didn't just get that one. I've had that since it came out. That was a pre-order.
Okay, so currently I have Joyful Journey, Astrological Tarot, Brendan, and Sonia, who would like oh no, wait a minute. Michelle, you didn't ask for a card. Did I think I oops. Well, okay.
You get
Whoever would
one
like
now.
a reading, um, go ahead and
Yes,
put
I
me.
know. Yeah.
It's a new moon in Capricorn, and so Capricorn energy, one of the ones that one of the energies associated attributes, excuse me, is long-term attainable goals. So those is what we're going to focus our readings on tonight. And right
Yeah.
now I have Joyful Journey, Brendan, and Sonia. And if anybody
Okay.
else would like a Capricorn, theme question here reading, go ahead and just put the me in the big caps.
Yeah.
And we will get going. It is at 8:24. So let's start off with Joyful Journey.
Joyful journey.
And we will
Okay.
be doing, depending on how many reads we get, Ginger and I are going to kind of do random, because sometimes people come into our chats that get readings more often than others. And we want to make sure that people who typically don't get a reading with us or haven't asked for one in a while will get a chance. So stick around if you like a reading, and we will get to you. And okay, Angelia, I
Perfect.
got you. And so Joyful Journey, and we'll get going. Okay. Okay. And thank you again, everybody, for joining us this evening.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Ginger, for joining me.
I love it. Love it. Love it.
Ooh.
And I'm using a deck I've never used before, so this will be fun. A moonology deck. One of the
Hi,
moonology.
Brenda. Brenda Tarot is
Oh, hi,
here.
Brenda. I would love to do readings with Brenda sometime. I need to reach out to
I
her.
read with Brenda and Kathleen last night. Kathy's Guided Light, and we had some great readings last night.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. These new decks, and when they're
They
thicker.
stick.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh.
That new Mystical Moon one I have has like a laminate on it, and it's a sturdy card, but the laminate makes it a little sticky, and some of the
Oh,
sides come up a little bit. So it's got, and I mean, my goodness, Klepper and Reed, really, did she need to make her tarot deck this thick? Oh my god! Well, you have it. You know, it's kind of like
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Beth says, my dog and I are snuggling on the couch. I had a doctor's appointment and he went to the vet, so we're pooped out. I bet. All righty. Long-term goals. So I'm going to grab my book for Colette Bear and read because she has sometimes wonderful affirmations in here to go with her cards. And I forget that she starts with the court cards in the beginning over the others.
Oh.
All righty. So are you ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So I thought I'd choose some decks that are more very lunary and Fey energy at the same time. So Lunar Fey, it's called Enchanted Garden. And it's a very faithful deck for me, but also starseed in a way. So, okay. So, oh my gosh. Okay. So I haven't used this one yet. Okay. All right. So I have the Queen of Fire for you. Joyful Journey. One of your long-term goals is to step out into the limelight a little more, and there's this lion energy, so be your noble self. Queens are all about setting up space, so set up your sacred area in your heart. Normally I say in a space, but here I feel it's in your heart, even though this fire card. You got a lot of passion stirring up inside of you, a lot of creative energy, and it needs to come out this year. And this lion is saying, you know, be brave about it, step out, be confident, be noble about it, be almost like a leader of your tribe. So it's like you're going to step out and be a figure that's going to be recognized for something that you're going to be doing. And there's also a black cat in here, so cat mystery. Sleek, and it's almost like I'm getting something paradoxical here. It's like you're going to stay in the shadows maybe in a little bit, and do a lot of assessing and analyzing and what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, but it's all right. All of a sudden, an owl just came to me. So those who stand in the shadow can sometimes gain more wisdom than those who are out partying all the time. So, but you're going to have your moment where you're going to come out and you're going to be in charge of something important. And you are going to be looked up to as you do this. And oh my gosh, you got another queen here. No, this is the king. Okay. So now we have the King of Pentacles. These are interesting cards.
Mm-hmm. The
Okay,
artwork is very
so
pretty.
this King of Pentacles, okay, kings are noble, they're wise, they've gotten to where they are by using their intellect and intuitive decision making to get where they are. Um, this particular king is a very noble king, and he's the kind of king who doesn't let success go to his head. He's very practical and he's very welcoming. So this king welcomes anybody into their home, or and your home could be your heart. So I feel like you're going to be stepping up, being noticed, but being noticed that you are a noble person, because you got the king of pentacles, which is noble, and then you have this lion figure. So as far as long-term goals, um, working towards something that you've been trying to manifest, definitely. So it's like that's might going to be coming to fruition this year. And your Moonology card says reflect on your priorities. So king and queen here, they got to where they are by prioritizing things. So what's most important to you? Fixate on that before you move on to something else. But I really feel like this is going to be something successful for you. And this says last quarter moon in Aquarius. So look up a moon chart and see what the last quarter moon energy is like.
We've got Aquarius coming up. We're moving into Aquarius. So.
Oh, it is. Okay. Perfect. I need to learn
and really quick,
Jackie.
Brenda said, Ginger Faye, feel free to email and you can set something up.
Oh, I would love to.
And Beth would like to know what deck you are using, and I believe it's the pastel-y one. Hi, Jackie.
Enchanted Tarot of the Enchanted Garden. I mean, look at this artwork.
It's really pretty. Mm-hmm.
And it's on Amazon, of course. Oh, there's me, Cancer.
It's a really pretty deck.
Okay, here's something funny. Interesting. Me, Cancer. I'm a moon child as well. And my favorite card in the deck is usually my make or break card is the Hermit. And the Hermit's on here.
That's nice.
Little Scarabeo.
Yeah, but even Joyful Journey says that's a beautiful deck.
All right, Scarabeo.
I get inspired by a lot. I think I have like 2 decks now that I've seen you use. The Brian Froud, I think you have, and the Marchetti's Mystic Palette. And I keep seeing more, and it's like, no, you got that, Heather. And Beth says, yes, thank you, Ginger. It's such a pretty deck. It is.
It is. And like I was telling, normally I'm not attracted to pastel colors, but these are more earthy pastel, if that makes sense. And the artwork is very fey to me, but it, like I said, it's very star being fey. So.
And Joyful says, thank you for the reading. Yeah, because it's like the color of flowers and stuff, so it makes you think of a garden. So, alrighty, so Joyful, for you, I have from the top, from my Witch in Total Control of Herself Oracle deck, you got the main card, you got the Witch card. So here, this card, the author talks about women reconnecting with their divine feminine, standing in their own power, acknowledging their sovereignty, learning how to take our intuition, our passions, our creativity, and not to shrink them from people who may not approve or be afraid of. But this is standing in our power, and not power over, but power with. Supporting. This card's about also supporting other women. And this could be supporting men too, but so many women nowadays, so many TV shows and things you see, it's women, kind of, combating one another and trying to support. About this card, it's all about taking that power that is without and from within, acknowledging both the power from above and the power below, and just really connecting with that true sovereign power that we have as women, and standing in that power and honoring it and acknowledging it. And that means to all aspects, whether it's light, it's shadow, just really standing in the power of who we are. And at the bottom of the deck, yes, sisterhood. I got the Phoenix. So rising up out of the ash, out of the flame. For me, with you this coming month and into the year. I feel like you're going to start exploring more of your divine feminine, your own personal power, knowing that we have the power within, not just without. We can connect with spirit, our guides, and ask them for guidance. But in all, like with Capricorn, we have to be disciplined. We have to work on, ourselves. And these beautiful cards right here from this deck alone shows that this beautiful potential is right there. You rising out of the ashes and presenting this new self, not just to others, but to you too. It proving to yourself that you can rise out of the ash. And the two cards that I pulled from the mystical moon tarot, I have Six of Wands. So this is about success, victory. Again, another card about celebrating your power, your success, your victory. The bottom card was Ten of Swords. So you could very well be coming from a place where, because tens are a completion. So if you have been hitting kind of like rock bottom, this is the time to take that rest, to acknowledge, you've been to the bottom, you have been through a lot, but now, just like the phoenix, the only way to go is to rise up out of the ash. And even though I really don't like snakes, snakes are very powerful totems about transmutation. They shed their skins, they grow, they renew. And for your last card, I did pull the King of Water. So we have another king coming
Ooh.
into the mix for you. And the King of Water. And what stood out for me as an affirmation, pretty much an affirmation, is I honor and respect all beings, including myself. So again, the King of Water, tapping into those emotions, honoring your emotions, everything that you've been through, um, acknowledging that hurt, acknowledging the joy, everything that you've been through, acknowledging that you have those beautiful emotions, and and this card is also about not being non-judgmental and not judging yourself, and just acknowledging those emotions that you had. And it says here, I honor and respect all beings, including myself, and see the commonalities we share and the spirit that's in all of us. And that commonality, sharing that again, goes with the sisterhood, like you said. So this year, really connecting with your divine sovereign self, finding your sisterhood, um, bringing yourself up, tapping into those emotions, working through those emotions, and sharing that gentleness, the generosity. And also, this is a card about being a mediator. So you may very well be good at trying to empathically feel where people are at, and knowing, when that you can go in and kind of help buffer and help maybe bring people together, or see other people's, how people see each other's different perspectives. So that's my reading for you, my dear. I hope that helped. Let
A
me
lot
get
of
this.
court energy there. And your
Hmm.
phoenix goes along with my Queen of Wands. That's,
And
yeah.
I love this card. This is
Come
like
on
one of
out.
my favorites out of this whole deck. It's just beautiful. I would love to just
You're
frame
ready
it.
for a glow up, joyful journey.
Yes, so powerful. Yes, lots of notes. Take notes, everybody.
Mm.
And let's see, Michelle said, this is such a great message for the energy of the new moon today. It is Scorpio. Okay, I'm not even going to, attempt. You're
Right?
very eloquent, which is all about transformation and rising out of the ashes. Perfect.
Navamsha.
Yep. Navamsha. Okay.
Now I
Thank you
can't say
for
it. I
sharing,
just said
Michelle.
it right.
Very nice. So, okay, let me just make sure that I did not miss
Darn
anybody
it.
else asking to be added to the list. And I know, Jackie, I said hello to you. It is so good to see you, my dear. And I just see somebody else just joined us. Let me go back down. Hello, Garnet. Welcome.
Garnet, would you like a reading tonight?
It is based on this question that is scrolling down at the bottom. It's new moon in Capricorn, and we're pulling cards to see what we can, what long-term goals that we can attain for this year. With brand new 2024. So,
Navam is great.
oh, it's correct. Okay. So next up, this is somebody I have not read for before. So, and Jilly, wait a minute, Angelia. So we can read for Angelia. Joyful Journey says, I am so ready for a glow up.
How do you pronounce that? I pronounce it Angelia. I don't know if you can enunciate that somehow, but
so you
all right,
are
sweetheart.
Next.
I'm gonna just call you Ange for right now. Long-term goals.
Angela. Okay, so it's Angelia.
Angelia. All right, Angel.
Whew, it's warm tonight. It's heat here. Oh wow. Okay, where do I want to
put? Oh my goodness, these images, they're
just spelled differently. Okay.
Okay.
So Garnet, we're not doing personal questions. We are doing pulling cards for this question that is scrolling at the bottom. What long-term attainable goals can we focus on this coming year?
Which actually goes in line with his question too. You know, what smart moves? So we'll be able to tell you your long-term goals for that smart move.
Sure.
Oh.
I'll go ahead and add you. Let's see. Do I think for this? No, I think. Not actually. Okay, got you, Rossi. Okay. Are you ready, my dear? Or do you want me to go?
Either or. Yeah.
Here, I'll let you go. I like my guest go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say you're bigger. You can go. Okay. I'm just fascinated by the images in this. Okay, so I have here the Knight of Cups, but what is so? It's. I love this artwork. Sorry, I'm just like there's so much in here. Okay, what I find interesting is if you look down here, it's like Pisces right here. So I don't know if you're a Pisces or if you know a Pisces. But okay, so this Knight of Cups. So I love the Knight of Cups as the Knight in Shining Armor card. Okay, so what saying popped up into my head was you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Well, this horse is definitely taking a drink. So I feel like, hang on, it's trying to put it in context with the question, what long-term goals? So I don't know if romance is one of your long-term goals or a partnering of some sort. But I feel, if you give me a moment. I'm just sorry. These images is different. Okay, so this knight also has one foot in the water. So I'm also getting the star card in my mind as well. Sorry, take that back. Temperance card, where so this in this image they're obviously riding a horse, but there's one foot in the water. So that's all about staying connected to earthly energies, whilst this horse has you elevated. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to put this into a long-term goal. Okay. So as you're going out, moving along, and you're meeting people for partnerships, whether it's romance, it's business, it's just friendship, um, I just see that if you have one foot in the healing water, so that's telling me there's some healing that would happen as you um, embrace in this partnership. Again, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be a friend, business. Um, I feel like, okay, when you lead a horse to water and you can't make him drink, you yourself have the magical ability to make people be relaxed enough where they can drink in the energies that are around you. You yourself have a romantic heart, a romantic energy. And I still wonder about the Pisces. If you can let me know if you know a Pisces or if you are a Pisces. I didn't.
She had put in up a thumbs up earlier, and I'm not sure if that's what
Oh,
she was acknowledging the thumbs up for. So it
okay.
might be.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Um, so let me set this aside because I also got the strength card for you. Look at this interesting image. Oh, yay, it focused. Okay. So, long-term goal I'm thinking for you is getting some inner strength in you, getting some inner confidence in you to move forward, maybe into a partnership. Um, these images are just they're kind of surreal and abstract at the same time. So it makes me think there's a uniqueness about you, and that will be attractive to other people. And again, that lion image is all about being noble, looking out after your tribe. Um, I'm going to keep moving on because I'm trying to figure. For some reason, this question and these cards are stumping me right now. You have the card of resourcefulness. So, in your endeavors, you know how to gather your resources wisely and use them to your advantage as you move forward. You're very creative in your resourcefulness. And I love in these two images, you got the cup here, and then you have this catching the raindrops into another vessel. So, there's something here about a vessel. Let me. Um, there's also a dragon in this image. So dragons are all about that mystical power. I want to
Mm.
read you something real quick on dragons
Dragon. God, love dragons.
because that message for that dragon. Um, it's funny because dragons are all the elements in one. So you got a lot of water elements. This lion's mane is reminding me of a fiery element. You got the earthy elements. You have all the elements here. Dragon, your message from the dragon is you are being called to step into your highest magical potential. So I think there's your message right there for this year. You are asked to be stepping up into the being that you are and to be brave about it and not worry, not have any worries, just be that confident person. Um, sorry, I'm a little scattered right now for some reason. This last card, the Moonology, be proud of yourself. Okay, so I think I can put this together now. This Strength card, you have more to offer than you know. You have more people looking up to you than you realize. So your message is here is to be proud of yourself, move forward with confidence in all you do. You're a very resourceful person. You have romantic ideals, and just a reminder to always stay grounded in whatever you do. But you are going to see things from a higher perspective this year and be able to move forward in your manifestations. So I'm sorry that was a little scattered. I was getting lost in the artwork. It's a very different deck.
Different
And
energies, yeah.
if this happens again, I'm going to switch decks. You know how some decks
Okay.
are good for you to read for yourself and not for others. But um, I just feel you need more confidence in yourself. Be proud of your endeavors. Be proud of who you are. Reach down deep and find that person. If you were not you and you know of all your accomplishments, wouldn't you be proud of yourself if you weren't you?
Good boy. Oh,
All right. Sorry about that.
it's okay.
That seems scattered to me. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Sorry. He was trying to
What
come up.
happened
He
there?
wanted to say hi, so he had some attention. He wanted to say hi. Hi, everybody. Now it's time to go. Mwah.
Okay, so Angelia knows a Pisces. Okay, so you
Yeah.
might be connecting with a Pisces this year.
All righty. Oh, Beth, not Beth. Michelle. She goes, I'm a bore. No, you are. You're very entertaining.
Oh my gosh.
Bum, ba-dum, bum. So, Angelia, you
Ah,
are next. So, I had grabbed the book. Um,
mhm.
I pulled from the Woman in Total Control of Herself. I got the Beehive, and this is a really beautiful. All of
Wow.
them are beautiful, but the flowers, and you can see that her body is the
Mm.
hive. She's this card's known as the Hive Queen, and the Hive Queen basically talks about bees are nature's alchemists, making honey from pollen, turning base flower materials into liquid gold. So I love that metaphor, that connotation. But what the card's talking about is learning how to take the sorrows, the disappointments, the shortcomings of ourselves, mistakes that we have made, people we might have hurt, including ourselves. We are human. And at some point, we need to, it's okay to acknowledge that we are human and to transform those, those disappointments, that sadness, anything that's happened to us. And learn how to transform it into something positive, like a beautiful wisdom moving forward. Because it says here, she understands there will be times she could not have possibly have known or done better. And so we need to learn how to remember. It's a card about forgiving ourselves for anything that we may feel that we've been told that we have done or we know that we have done but didn't mean to do, and maybe we did mean to do. But this is all about transforming all of those experiences, those pains, those past hurts into something beautiful. And it says here, when forgiveness is requested by another, she honors herself by acknowledging that accountability and forgiveness are sisters, only thriving when paired. So making sure that as long as we hold ourselves accountable for our past mistakes, we learn from them, we grow from them, and then we can not only move forward in our lives with that wisdom, but we can share those experiences with others and hope to share our wisdom, and hoping that others may take a different path or a different road than we did. And let just want to look one more here, and it says there are her boundaries, both tender and fierce. Making sure your boundaries, making sure you're, that boundary of protection around yourself of what you will and will not tolerate, not just from other people, but from yourself as well. Um, let's see. So these are her boundaries, both tender and fierce, engaged to keep the hive of her heart whole. I love that. A welcoming place for the bees to sing their songs, making melody and honey where once there was only sorrow. So transforming that. And the next card that was on the bottom of that, I got the Disciple of Ritual. And this is all about acknowledging our ancestors, acknowledging um, ways of that we can start our days, honor our history, honor our ancestors, honor ourselves, taking those pains and hurts and maybe doing a ritual where we um, sit with a fire. Oh, I lost Ginger. She'll be back. Where we have that we take the hurts, like the rituals of like writing a letter to ourselves or notes, burning them in a fire, and letting the smoke come and take them to spirit, and releasing and letting them go. There she is. And it's the weather, it happens. So learning how to take daily rituals, getting up, maybe seeing the sun, meditating, giving thanks, taking our fur babies for a walk or feeding our fur baby, those special rituals that we do that honor ourselves, that honor our ancestors, that acknowledge everything that we have accomplished and experienced on this earth walk. Now, from my tarot deck, I did get the Eight of Cups. So this year, moving forward, leaving behind this here, those past regrets, the Eight of Cups, walking away, leaving that all behind. And that will bring us balance, not just financially, but the pentacles, the prosperities about health, happiness, feeling secure, feeling stable. Sometimes we have to kind of balance those both, but moving forward, we'll find more balance, more stability once we allow that past to release. And your last card from the Good Tarot, I got the Nine of Water, which is the Nine of Cups, and it's all about fulfillment, finding that happiness, your treasure. Is the beautiful mermaid with her diamonds, and there's a treasure chest here. Just finding that which makes you happy, because once we release those things from the past, that opens up room in our hearts, like she said in the book, allowing the bees to sing their songs, transforming our pain into gold, into happiness, and just and welcoming that. Sometimes we get scared when we have the joy and we have happiness, especially if we had a darker past. We sometimes feel like, do we, are we worthy of it? Yes, you are. Yes, we all are. That's why a lot of these readings are very collective, because a lot of this addresses everything that we go through. So this year, moving forward, just really focusing on working on letting go of the past and embracing the future. And that's my reading for you, my dear. And let me get my mouse fell asleep. He must have fallen asleep because he got scared when he saw my kitty cat on my lap. Silly mouse. So let me get these cards back so I don't. Sometimes I mix my cards up. I'll shuffle. I'm like, wait a minute, that card doesn't belong in this deck. And let's see. I did see somebody come in.
A few people came in.
Lisa M. We're at 8:59 right now. Lisa, I can add you to the list. I'm not sure if we will be able to get you, but you are new, so we may go ahead and do you know is Lisa one of your peeps? Because I don't know if I know you, Lisa. Welcome. I think you're new to my
Lisa.
chat.
I think she's in your chat, not mine.
Yeah. Okay. So, I sometimes get confused with the okay.
And remember, everybody, my chat, her chat, please subscribe to both channels.
Yes.
And
hello,
hit those
Delia.
bells and
all that good stuff.
All that
as I call it,
stuff.
the YouTube groove.
YouTube groove.
Yep. Hit
I
that
call it
button,
sub smash those buttons. Smash the buttons, hit the bells, all that fun stuff.
I believe in a soft metal snake. What does that mean, Ginger?
I know I'm a snake, and then I think I'm soft metal. Yeah, they're doing Chinese astrology over here.
Okay. I'm like, what are we talking about? I get distracted when I read, so gotcha. All righty.
Yeah. All right, who are we reading for now?
All righty, who we are going to read now. Let me make sure. Let's I don't often read for Brendan, so let's do Brendan.
Okay.
And let me just go ahead and unstar. So let's see. Yeah, let's do Brendan.
Okay.
Are you still here, Brendan? Yes, I am. I'm right just downstairs.
He started his second semester at college. Oh, hang on one second. He's letting the dog out. He was letting out the dog lurking.
Gotcha.
He
Those
says
were
he's still listening, so he's here.
okay.
All right, I'll let you go first since he's my son. I want to try to be unbiased here. Hey, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica Lynn.
Thank you, everyone who's going back and forth through the channels. I appreciate that.
All righty.
Hey, Ellen.
Yeah, actually, questions are closed for the evening. Ginger and I won't be going past 9:30, and we have a full set yet to do. But again, Ellen, everybody, Jessica, y'all know that when you come into one of our chats with these readings, a lot of this resonates with everybody on a collective level. So um, please feel free to stay, hang out, and see if any of these other messages might resonate for you as well.
Are you doing? Oh, you're doing lives on Friday, every Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I might do a Saturday. I might go on Saturday. Let's see.
All righty. So, Brendan, I have from the Colette Baron read, I've got the call, which is the judgment card. So moving forward, what we can focus on here, long-term goals, is letting go of judgment of that we might have, not just of others, but for ourselves as well. Um, and judgment is also about spiritual awakening as well. So moving forward this year, maybe letting go of some judgments that you may have for yourself or others, and opening up to new spiritual avenues, wanting to explore, and not just spiritual. So I'm just going to go really quick from the call card to the strength card here, because you got two major arcanas. So the strength card is about having that strength moving forward into this year. And the bottom card to that was the Ten of Swords again. So there may be something. Oh, and I know Mom just said you started school again. So with the swords, that's a lot about intellect and thinking about projects and having clarity and being mentally focused moving forward. And so this year, any concerns that you may have about maintaining school, possibly work, try not to let that get you so much where you feel like, it's got you down. Like, because when you're on the bottom, the only way you can go is up. And again, there's that snake. It's about transmutation, transformation. So any mental concerns about, am I going to be able to keep up with school, handle classwork, exams, just put that intention out there moving forward this year, that you are going to accomplish exactly everything that you want to. You have that beautiful strength card, the lion, to support you. You have mom to support you. You have and yourself to support. You have everything that you need within yourself to get through. Our connection to source, our higher self, that's a strong part of our support, yes. But you have to within yourself what it is that you need, and it's telling you to answer that call, listen to that, allow your heart and your spirit to guide you forward this year, whether this is maybe pursuing new classes or classes that may interest you in exploring areas that you haven't been to, and just having that confidence moving forward this year, that anything that you put your mind to, that you can attain. And that's what I have, and I'll give you over to Mom.
Okay, so I think what's trying to block me a little bit is I'm trying to place a specific
I'll be right back.
okay, what long-term goal is attainable. So I'm going to start moving into what energy can you bring into a long-term goal for you. So that's how I'm going to read tonight, and that might help me. First of all, I've got the 9 of coins for you. Love that. So that's all about all the hard work that you are trying to attain will be prosperous in the end. I'm going to quickly go into this Knight of Coins because the two will go together. Oh, they almost go together. Okay, The Knight is all about moving slow and steady, because moving slow and steady, you're going to be able to assess things in more fine detail and plan more thoroughly in fine detail to be in the energy of success. So those two cards are perfect together. It's like, here's the beginning of your long-term goal. You're going to plan it very carefully. Slow and steady wins the race, and you will be successful at it. I just love this for you. And the falcon in this picture is all about attaining that higher perspective, but it's also fine-tuned vision. So you, along with your that's funny because he just picked up photography this year
Ooh.
for this semester. It's that fine-tuned vision. You are able to see the finest details and recognize them that other people would just miss and pass over, because they're in a hurry to get here when you're going to be taking your time and using your creativity. It's all about the awareness for you. So um, all about being aware of your surroundings, both spiritually and in this 3D world. And that's going to help you progress as well. And for your moonology, I've got embrace the flow of life. Just I was saying, go with the flow, slow and steady wins the race. Now, when we go with the flow of life, okay, so I lived on the West Coast, and when you're caught in the turbulent water or in a what's that called? Riptide type thing.
Yes.
They just say you just don't try to fight it. You just go with it and let it carry you somewhere. Get out of that turbulence, and then you'll be able to swim your way back home. So this is all about when it's tough for you and things are getting a little chaotic, you just step back and breathe through it. And then it looks like you're going to have a great year. Okay, that's me.
All righty. And Garnet, are you still here? And really quick, and Julia said, thank you. You both are right on the money. The love, just a rock, and it's hard to love myself because the past is stepping in. I think that's a message for a lot of us. A lot of us been there. I'm going through the same thing. I mean, a lot of us work because we're here having a human experience, right? And that's whole part of the experience is working through that. And you are welcome, Brendan.
And just remember, we are not who we once were, even a day ago. So we need to learn to forgive ourselves, learn what we learned, and go forward. Every day is a
Garnet,
new day.
are you here, my friend?
Garnet, you.
You see Garnet in maybe your, oh, was it your chat?
He was in my chat. Um,
Okay, well, if he's not here, then we'll go on to somebody else.
now.
Lisa M, are you still here? I'm going for people that I haven't read for before or rarely read for. So, Lisa, are you here? I don't have the white courtesy phone.
I know, right? Oh, Peter J's here.
Hey, Peter. Good to see you, wonderful peoples. Hello, hello. Give Julie my best. So, okay, I don't know if Lisa is here. Um, let's see. Sonia, are you here?
Sonia's
Oh,
here.
yeah, Sonia's right there. So we'll go ahead for Sonia.
Peter, I was just speaking of you earlier to someone. Were your ears ringing or burning or humming?
Yeah, I was so disappointed I missed Julie was with Amy the other day, and I was out shopping and doing for groceries and stuff before because we weren't sure how the weather was going to go. And when I got home, I'm like, no, I missed it. Ooh, sorry. I like it when I get interesting pairings of cards.
You can go first then.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh,
Night, Beth.
sweet dreams, Beth. Sweet
Love
dreams.
and healing to you and your fur baby. Mm, excuse me. Yeah, I had dinner before coming on, and I'm kind of like, ooh. And let's get you the calendar and read card too while we're at it. Love that. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go. These are very interesting. So, Sonia, out of the um, Witch Oracle, and of course, woman in total control of herself and her own destiny, you have the Scholar. And I love, for me, this is very crone energy. This is a woman who has been through life and has accumulated an incredible amount of wisdom. And yet, even at this age, look at all those books, still learning, still taking in. I love how, for me, this energy is that it doesn't matter what age we are, we can always still learn something new. We can always try something new. Um, and just learning, taking in different philosophies, perspectives, and even maybe writing our own stories, looking at our journals, seeing how far we have come. I do that occasionally with poetry and journaling and stuff to kind of see the wisdom and how far I've come. So, this here beautiful acknowledgement of the wisdom that comes through. And at the bottom, I got the psyche, and the psyche is all about our mind and how we process. So I love how those two cards came together, and taking that wisdom from the Scholar, from the crone, and your psyche, taking all that wisdom, all that knowledge, whether esoteric, I'm getting the word theosophical, um, anything that
Ooh,
interests
your
you,
big words
that's
tonight.
literary, um, that interest you. It's being absorbed into your psyche. And what I love about this too is the butterflies. So everything that you have learned and that you're continuing to learn, your psyche, your mind is taking that all in. You're examining the archetypes, you are processing, you're seeing yourself in them, you're seeing people, you're seeing how it applies to daily life, and you're allowing that those beautiful butterflies and that to transform. And this is also like a crystal ball too. You look into that scrying and you see the transformation. What you may read in a book, you can also see, with your psyche, like with what Ginger was sharing with us in the beginning with her smoke readings that she does, doing the readings with cream with the smoke on, letting your psyche relax and just allowing the psyche to look into that and scry and bring out everything that was inward, that was mentally there, that you may have repressed, or you may, and this may even be from a past life, as well, but just really tapping into and trying to just reconnect again, whether it's with a thought, a word, an emotion. And in the mystical tarot deck, the mystical moon, I got two major arcanas. I got the chariot. So this year, moving forward, maybe with your studies, with taking classes, or going to even to the library more and just getting books and just feeding that desire that of all, like you crave knowledge, you want to learn more, you're fascinated by the world and philosophies and all different things, and taking that and you're going to be moving forward with that into the year. Long-term goal, just taking in as much as possible. And at the bottom, I got the Magician card. Creating and manifesting that life that you want. You have all that beautiful knowledge and understanding and history there behind you. There's more waiting for you on that shelf. It's you're ready. It's that your psyche's ready to transform that, moving forward. That beautiful chariot. I just love the artwork
It's
on
a
these cards.
beautiful chariot.
Um, and I love how the blossom, allowing that to blossom, to move you forward into the new year, sticking to it, knowing that you create. I mean, there's that thing where, we have the power to change our destiny, that free will thing. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes other, things come in and kind of take it out of our hands. But at the same time, we have the power to take what might not been our intent, and we can transform again and refocus. Capricorn in that article said it's about focusing that energy, getting clear on what it is that you want, really just being prudent and getting grounded, and really just grounding into that earth energy and just studying and moving forward. And the last card, Queen of Water, nurturing, taking that wisdom, nurturing others, nurturing yourself, sharing that wisdom with others, teaching others, and also remembering to nurture yourself. And a good card too for all of us to nurture ourselves and to drink plenty of water, which I had a fun to get, but water
Yeah.
is so very
Yeah.
important. So hydrate as well. So that was for you, my dear. And I'll give you over to
Perfect.
Ginger.
And Lisa M is here, by the way.
Okay.
All right, Sonia, I love this for you because both the Fool and the Magician came out one after the other, just as it is as in order of the tarot decks. So I feel that the energy moving forward to your long-term goal is one, first of all, it's okay to take risks, and you just trust in your guides and your inner knowing to if you're going to take a risk, trust in your intuition, ask your guides. Um, and if it's a large risk, maybe not. But if it's a little risk, um, with some risk comes reward. But with this Fool, it's saying a lot of playful energy. So it'll be a playful risk. Um, you're being asked to. I gotta stop saying
Oh, I do that too. You're
um.
just processing thoughts.
Okay. So I love that she's wearing there we go again, flower on her head. It's just a very noble, almost empressy thing to do, a queen like energy. So you just be in this queen like energy as you move forward, doing things and loving the process of the journey as you're doing it. It's very important to enjoy the process. And with this magician here is saying all that you need is at your disposal, all the tools you need to move forward. um let me see. Oh, he's creating a little vortex here in this image. I love that. So with this twirling energy of the Fool, you're going to create your own little vortex. But that makes me think of, you can create your own little healing vortex. Use some crystals. Picture the sparkly white light coming from your hand, and pick a wonderful spot in your home or even outside near a tree. Create that. Put the intention that this vortex is a healing vortex, and only love and light may reside in this vortex. And step inside and just feel it, the energy just moving through you, healing all that needs to be healed. But you have all the tools you need to move forward in your manifestations this year. I have practiced gratitude. And just remember, anytime you connect with your team, make sure you thank them for assisting you. Be thankful for your blessings each and every day. And I have the re-energize card, this beautiful blue flower. And there's a bumblebee in that flower. So bumblebee is all about community. So you getting out into the community more will be part of re-energizing your soul, your spirit, being out in nature. Um, of course, with a nice, comfy coat on. But I think you're a little warmer. Are you a little bit warmer, Sonia? Then we are. We are like really. It's 42 degrees here right now. But yeah. So you're gonna start. I know things have been slow for you, but you're gonna start gaining momentum, Sonia, and it's all gonna happen for you. And just practice that daily gratitude
Mhm.
and be grateful for yourself and your energy and your spirit. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Nice
Okay.
messages. So, Lisa M will be our last reading for the evening. We are almost at 9:30, so
Oh my gosh, already?
already. Yep. So, Lisa, you are next, and I have cards already pulled. But here, let me go and how do I do this here? Okay, so just really quick, Sonia. Yes, always thankful every day, all day, and yes, a little in Florida. And she mentioned earlier that
No,
she
I
mentioned
thought
she
you
was
were
a
on the West
philosopher
Coast.
before, but she
What?
says, well,
Oh yes, I saw that. Yeah.
and she says once something develops more, I will share. So I'm very interested in seeing what comes up. So Lisa and my dear, you are our last reading for this evening.
Now
I know Ginger
you
said
are
that you
still
were
here, right?
here. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. I have cards already pulled. So, Lisa, again, the Hive Queen came up. And if you were here watching, yes, she is here. Okay, good, Lisa. Um, this card is about forgiving ourselves for past mistakes, um, things that we, choices that we made that we thought were good at the time may not have been, whether we may have intentionally hurt somebody, including ourselves or others unintentionally. This card is all about taking that pain and transforming it. This is kind of like an alchemy card, taking the pollen and turning it into honey, taking that wisdom and moving forward. And the card that went with that is a very powerful one. It's the judge. So make sure that any past discretions or mistakes, we all make them, we are human, to make sure that we are not really overly judging ourselves to the point where we feel like we don't deserve to be forgiven, we don't deserve to be loved, we are not worthy of forgiveness. We have to move past that. We are our own worst judge. A lot of times we are our own judge and jury. And sometimes we can let things go, and sometimes something will trigger and they will come back up again. And we kind of have to sit there on our throne and face these feelings, these memories, these emotions, and say, okay, I acknowledge you, I honor you, but I am not going to let that rule these emotions or these memories or my past or how other people might have hurt me. I can't I can't let that rule me. I will not allow that to I will not judge myself or let these people or past mistakes judge me. You need to move on. From my mystical moon tarot, I did get the Page of Swords, and I'm going to read a bit of this because I love how she writes for her decks. So, moving forward into the year with the Capricorn, that's what we're doing, releasing judgment, releasing the past. And again, this is for a lot of us. This is a fresh new start for the new year. And with the Page of Swords, it's about being a fantastic communicator. You are quick witted, you're curious, straightforward, and honest. And maybe sometimes that honesty, because of this being a sword, maybe we were too a little abrupt or a little too honest, maybe with somebody, and we might have hurt them, but we didn't mean to, or maybe we did. But all that needs to get left behind. Um, but says here, you're speaking up and eager to get involved in heated disputes. Try to avoid those. And you can't wait to spread your message and thoughts to others. And with the heated disputes in here, I think this they're referring to more like a debate. I don't know if you're interested in things that would be debatable, like if like lawyer or politician, or even debating the weather, religion, whatever it is. Just kind of being mindful of just making sure that there's a line that we don't cross. But at the bottom of the deck, I got the Ten of Pentacles. So moving forward, the Ten of Pentacles is about success, um, having more than enough. I know you may want to be reaching for that sense of full security, stability, prosperity, that long term goal, and just always it's not always about the money, but it's the hard work we put in, whether it's a skill, it's a new project, something we want to learn. But the Ten of Pentacles is that culmination. It's that fulfillment. And I just love, the hummingbirds on here. She uses all animals pretty much in this whole deck. And hummingbirds are beautiful because they move around, they pollinate too. with going in and feeding with the flowers, and they move really quickly. They're kind of like those animals that can move in between like dimensions and space, and just a very powerful animal totem to have, or to have in a card, especially with the pentacles, with the pollinating again, like like the bees taking that pollen and turning it into honey. So taking those past mistakes and turning them and moving forward and creating something beautiful and secure and stable. And I will give you over to Ginger. I hope that resonated.
Hi, Lisa. Okay, Lisa, I love this for you. You have Page of Pentacles here. Okay, so how I'm reading this is the energy that you need to take towards your long-term goals. Page of Pentacles. So pages is the beginning. It's also maybe about doing some studies. Um, and the studies that you're going to be doing would be, beneficial for your future, saving all the coins as you move forward. Um, Pages just have this wonderful energy and enthusiasm in all they do. So I just see you doing something that you love and perhaps studying um, going into this energy. Um, Coins also are about health. So it could be you studying something along the lines of naturopathy, if I said that proper, using herbs. Because she's certainly surrounded by a garden, that's for sure. Then I got this beautiful lover's card here for you. I wish my camera would behave. It's a beautiful card, trust me. Okay, so here's a union of, partnerships. And again, it doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be someone that's going to be assisting you along this journey. But it's a heart connection. So, um, um, what are these things? Okay, there's butterflies in this image as well. So somebody is going to be a part of your transformative energies moving forward into your long-term goals. So it could be a partner, love interest, but it could be just someone who's always there for you no matter what. So I feel like that's going to happen for you. In the Moonology card, it's the card new moon in Cancer. We are in new moon. It's just not Cancer yet. So I don't know if you're a Cancer, a Cancer, or things are going to happen during the new moon in Cancer. And it's the card says relax. So I heard relax near water. So take some time out to go, even if you can't go near water, that beautiful bubble bath, lots of candlelight, relaxing music. Take time to take care and nurture yourself. And that could also be a part of this lover's card, is a very nurturing card. And then kindness. So you have a dragon and you have a rabbit. Is this the year of the dragon? This might be the Chinese year of the dragon.
Yeah, yeah, this dragons
And
like we were talking about.
it's going to be a rough year for the year of the rabbit. So, but kindness.
Rabbit.
I think you might be. It could be two things here. You yourself are going to show kindness to someone. Maybe it's something. It's a situation out of the ordinary. A different kind of situation. And it could be you're going to see something in someone no one else does, and they're not as kind to this person, or someone out of nowhere will do a kind gesture for you. But the second thing I heard was be kind to yourself. And again, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about dragon energy. Dragons are all about four elements, so that's a balance in the areas of the mind, the body, the spirit. Um, Let me read some. I like to read my little book on animals here. Let me read you Dragon, just in case you weren't here earlier. You are being called to step into your highest magical potential. So I love this for you because you're at the beginnings stages of reaching um, a stage of potential for you, but it's a magical potential. There might be something within you that you have not discovered yet that's going to come forward this year. Um, and dragons are all about achievement, success. They're also about being an old soul. And then I don't know if I have rabbit energy in here. I do not. That's weird. Okay. But rabbits, are all about family and
Mm-hmm.
and quick action too, and being very aware of their surroundings. So
And
putting all that
preparation.
energy together, moving forward into your highest potential this year, I believe is wonderful energy for you. So I hope there's something in there that made sense to you and that you can carry forward, and many blessings. So
Yeah, I
Heather,
have
I know
this.
you said questions were closed, but I did promise Sharon a reading. I was wondering if we can do one more.
Okay.
Is that okay with you? Maybe a short reading?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay. But Lisa, I hope that made sense for you, and let us know. Um,
Yeah, I just wanted to, because I know you requested 9:30, and I know you worked today and you were tired, so I didn't want to
yeah, yeah,
promise anybody else any more
yeah.
readings. So, but sure, I don't mind. I have plenty of
Okay,
energy.
okay, okay. All right. So Sharon, our questions today. It's not really a question. It's the energy moving towards was it highest potential? No, what is it?
It's long-term goals. We're on the
Oh,
new moon in
long term.
Capricorn, so focusing on what we need to know for long-term goals that are coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So have time for a quickie, Sharon. Tonight. Energy moving towards your long term goals, Sharon. Ooh. Ah. All right. I want to go because these cards popped out for me. Sharon, my dear Sharon, I have the Hermit energy, my favorite card. So Hermit energy is about you going deeper. So it's time for you to go deeper in thought, in your heart, the whole energy. If you meditate, try going just a couple more minutes and ask for your guides to assist you in going deeper for questions and answers and guidance. Um, and in return, they are light for you, but in turn, you are a light for others. Um, and really, that's it in a nutshell. I have new moon in Scorpio, so I don't know if Scorpio means anything to you. But it's this year, it's about you going deeper. Okay. So I hope that helps you, that little mini message there for you, Sharon.
Okay, so Sharon, I end up pulling three cards because typically I do threes. But it's very straightforward. Well, to me, the Sovereign. Again, this is about taking control of your life, honoring who you are, what you believe in. Basically, standing firm, being the queen of your own forest. I just recently learned about a goddess known as Ellen of Trod, or I think it's no Ellen the Trod from Diana, oil painter, and she was the because reindeer, um, female reindeer up in Finland have horns, antlers. Typically, where only the males do, and rest of them. So I found that very fascinating. So this is just like really ancient feminine energy, Earth Mother energy, connecting to, being grounded, um, being the monarch, because the stags are known as monarchs of the forest. They're looked upon, their leadership. So standing in your power, your leadership, your sovereign self. And the other card I have that went with that is the Siren of Surrender. So surrendering what no longer serves you, surrendering any doubts or maybe preconceived ideas of what um, your sovereignty is, or being who you are. Standing again, it's that standing in your power, surrendering maybe past beliefs of oneself, of yourself, whether it was brought up in a type of environment, household, spiritual belief, or system, um, especially for women, patriarchal system, and releasing that and looking at the beautiful landscape that is you, and standing again in power. You are in control. You're sovereign over yourself, your home, your life, your path, moving forward. And the last card that I got from Collector and Read was the patience card, which is usually temperance, and here it's patience, and that's just that balancing, that moderation, being patient, and allowing things to unfurl naturally. The surrender. So I hope that helps.
I love all the antlers
I know. I was
in
like,
the card.
wow,
Two antlers.
two
Yeah.
sets of antlers coming out. So you may even, Sharon, you may even be connected to deer or stag as an animal totem.
Hmm.
If you're not aware of that, I would look into that because you had two cards from that deck that had antlers. So connecting with, that divine feminine, but with deer antlers. The deer, they're very gentle. Again, the men, the monarchs, their leadership, they're just deer. One of my animals. I have antlers and a skull over here. So very powerful animal totem. They all are on um, their own level. And
So yoga
Sharon's,
nidra is has something to do with animals?
I don't know. I
I
don't do
don't know that
yoga or
either.
follow the yogic.
Well,
Yeah.
here is dear energy. Your message there would be gentle to with yourself. See
Mm-hmm.
all light in all things and acknowledge your self worth and grace. So that was beautiful. I love those cards. They're
Yeah.
beautiful.
That was
All
my
right.
anniversary gift from Shan.
Yay.
So that
All
was
right,
wonderful.
everyone.
Yes. Thank you for
So
being
Sharon,
here.
I hope that meant something to you. Those were beautiful.
Ooh,
So,
itchy nose. So everybody, thank you for being here. Uh, Ginger said she might do something tomorrow, so keep an eye. Subscribe to Ginger if you are not already, so
tomorrow or
that when she
Saturday.
does go
Maybe
live,
Saturday.
you'll see her pop up and you can get some more fabulous readings from her. And tomorrow, I'm scheduled to have Scott Allen, Spiritual Essence, and join Allison and I for our
Yay.
Friday show. Right now, you never know because we have major snowstorms moving across the Great Lakes where all
Oh.
three of us are located. So, um,
Oh no.
one of us may be there, two of us, three of us, you just never know. So, oh, that's beautiful, Sharon. I do too,
Yeah.
Sharon. I love deer so much. I held a dying deer when I was younger in my lap. And so ever
Oh.
since then, I really feel like that animal spirit has been with me as one of my guides. So one of my dreams is to be able to have my own place where I can look out and see deer in
Yeah.
my backyard, along with other wildlife. But for me,
Yeah.
it's the deer.
I have a
So I
lot of deer
totally
in
understand.
here.
Do you?
So one day I was driving and out of nowhere crossed this huge buck. I'd never seen one so big. And I hit it, but I only kind of nicked it. I heard it and I stopped okay, so on my way to that job, it's pitch black. It's 5:45 in the morning
Mm,
and I stopped and I looked in my rearview mirror and I'm looking into this buck's eyes and I am just sending him healing and Oh my God, please let it only be a bruise. Please let it only. The whole time I was sending it healing, it just stood there. And I swear he could see it. We're like, even though I'm in my rearview
Mm-hmm.
mirror, our
Mm-hmm.
eyes were meeting. And I was just sending it healing,
I'm sure
hoping
he
that I
will.
didn't hurt it. It was the most, one of the most spiritual things I've ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a funny story, real quick. Then I gotta go. Um, so on my way to work, this my old job. November is deer mating season, and so every November I start praying, um, please keep my path clear of deer. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
so I do pass two
I
farms
do.
along the way. And anyway, so I'm driving around this one kind of blind corner, and I'm asking to please keep me clear of deer, keep me aware of deer, you know. And I hear cows, and I'm just happening to pass that farm that has cows. I said, yes, I know cows, but I'm asking you to help me stay clear of deer. Second morning, I'm driving around and again saying, please help me. And I hear cows. I'm like, yes, I know those are cows. Keep my path clear of deer. Third morning, I turned the corner and all the cows had gotten out and they're in the middle of the road. And I said, okay, cows, watch for cows.
You know, when I drive at
That
night,
was one of my funnest psychic experiences.
being you know, in a wood, you know, near a woods or stuff where I know there are deer, there are times when I'll be driving and all of a sudden a deer will pop into my mind, and I'll know that to keep my eyes open, and generally I will see one, you know, just after, soon after. And a friend of mine didn't believe me, and we were driving at night, winding road out in the country where I used to live back in my 90s. She goes, why are you slowing down? I said, I'm getting deer. And she didn't believe me. And I said, no, I'm feeling deer. She goes, I don't see any. I said, so I was slowing down. We went around a corner because the road really, you know, goes like this. And as we passed that around that next corner, there were like three or four of them right there. And she
Wow.
looked at me and she goes, you weren't kidding. I said, no. So I always get that sensation or that energy where, you know, so far, knock on wood, it served me, and I'll know when to slow down, or I'll be, not that I'm speeding, but I'll just slow down more or be more observant to the area to keep an eye out for them. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I just
So
really, I was, Fatima was, I don't know if what I type comes into your chat
mm,
for your, if they're
yes, it
on your
does.
channel to see or
Hmm.
not. I know it's on StreamYard, but
No, I see them. You said
Fatima's
blessings, Fatima.
on your channel tonight. Oh, she's here. I think she's going back and forth. Um, but
Yep.
blessings to everyone, and thank you so much
Yes.
for letting us read for you tonight.
Yep. And Lisa did say later, because I asked her if any of that resonated with her, and she said she's seeking
Mm-hmm,
a job that works well for her,
mm-hmm,
and she can
mm-hmm.
be a high anxiety person. Me too.
Me too.
But just
Sometimes.
put that out there, that the right
Yeah.
job that you will come to you, that will allow you to be able to handle that, and just put that out there and work
Mm-hmm.
towards it. And much luck to you. You know, be positive. And so
Yes.
everybody
Mm.
have a great night. Thank you for hanging out with us, and
Yeah.
we will see you on one of our next shows.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.